Yeah.
What is it going to be like, do you think, raising your two boys in the next, 5, 10, 15 years as they grow up to be Messianic believers and try to
Mhm.
explain themselves in this culture that's so openly hostile and increasingly
Yeah.
hostile within the church?
I plan to raise them how I was raised, and that was just with a pride in who they are and who God made them to be, and an understanding of how special that is, that they were born into a Jewish family, that they are blessed to be Jewish. It is a gift that we have to be Jews. Like, it is such a gift. We have kept the Jewish faith has kept the traditions of old that we are still celebrating today. Leviticus 23 outlines all of the Jewish holidays, the feasts of the Lord. I don't even like to call them the Jewish holidays because they're actually the feasts of the Lord. These are feasts that the Lord has given to the Jewish people to carry down from generation to generation. And the holidays are just one example of how special our heritage is, that we were gifted with these traditions to remind us, to point back to Yeshua, to point back to our Messiah. And I was just raised with such a pride in who I am, and I want to raise my kids with that, and not being afraid to stand up for who they are, and not being afraid to stand up for their people, and an understanding from a biblical perspective of how important it is for our people to be proud and to stand strong in our faith and who God has called us to be. So I don't know. I think it's just ingrained in me, and I plan to ingrain it in the same way in my kids. On the other side of things, it is a little scary when you kind of zoom out